We are going to build this amazing American pig farm, but this is not just an ordinary farm. We build it on the highest land possible. And today I am going to show you step by step how this farm is built from scratch. First, we are going to buy some extra land. And now that we own this piece of land, it is time to raise the ground as high as we can. The tactic is to raise the ground and then level the ground to its highest point. And then you do it all over again. Now let's create a line to where we are going to raise the ground, otherwise we will lose the overview. And we finally got to the highest point. We can't raise the ground any further, and damn, this is pretty high. Look at this view, it's amazing. Now, I am done raising the ground. This actually took me an hour to do this in real time. But before we build the farm, we need to create a slope, otherwise we can't even get up there. So we set the height right here, and then we start building the slope to that point. And it's done! We gotta soften the ground a little bit because otherwise it will be hard for vehicles to go here. Alright, we're done. Now let's go up there with our truck. The slope is pretty steep, but it is doable for at least this truck. Look how long it takes before we are at the top. But we made it, and I am going to fast forward time because it is pretty late already and I don't want to build anything in the dark. So good morning. The sunset looks beautiful, guys. You can really see how big this area actually is now that I'm standing here. So it is time to build the farm. I always start with the farmhouse so that we can build the farm around it. So let's see which one we would choose. I like this American farmhouse. I place it at the end of the farm because I do not want the house too close to the pig barn. And I don't think it will smell that nice. So, we got this done and now we can choose the pig farm. I do like this one with the red building. I placed this one on the other side of this area, right here. Now pigs produce slurry, so we need some storage for the slurry. Let's just place 2 of them because the barn can contain 270 pigs and that is a lot. So there will be a lot of pooping going on. And next up we are going to place storage garages and sheds. This red open garage can be used for storing sugar beets or potatoes. And right here on the right side of the farm we will make an area to store our equipment and vehicles. Now it is time to create some arable fields because pigs eat a lot of different foods. Their base food is corn and sorghum. The grains they need are wheat and barley, and the proteins they need are soybeans, canola and sunflowers. And they also love root crops like potatoes and sugar beets. So I am going to make 3 fields where we can grow different kind of crops. And don't worry, I will make the line straight later on. Okay, as the pigs are going to create a lot of shit, we can actually make money with it. If we place this small biogas plant over here, we can load the slurry in here and the biogas plant will produce electricity and digestate for us. We get money for the electricity and we can use the digestate as a fertilizer on our fields. The 270 pigs will eat a lot, so we need to store enough food for them. These pig feed silos are perfect for this, and a pig feed mixer would also be handy for when we want to mix the crops immediately. And as we are probably going to produce a lot of sugar beets for the pigs, we can also place a sugar beet processing plant. It will produce sugar beet pulp and the waste products are rocks and slurry. We can actually sell the rocks and the slurry can go into the biogas plant. I am going to place 3 open air gardens right here because almost all the crops the pigs need can be made in there without having to wait too long. We can't make sorghum, wheat and barley in these gardens. So those 3 are made at the arable fields. You know what? Let's create a small garden on the left of our farmhouse to produce crops for ourselves like tomatoes, lettuce and strawberries. And let's also place some greenhouses for if the small garden crops fail due to the weather conditions. Now let's place some decorations around the house like a barbecue and a covered seating area where we can enjoy the view. And we cannot forget the children's playground. And because this is an American farm, we also need a big American flag right here. We actually already had an American flag, but it is not big enough, okay? I think a watchtower is also a nice thing to have because we can keep an eye on the farm and we can enjoy the view. I want to place a beautiful big tree next to the house. This one looks actually like an old blossom tree. I love it. And let's place a wheel loader over here in this open garage for storing the potatoes and the sugar beets. And of course we need a car in front of our house. Now we are done with decorating the house, so let's paint pathways in. The driveway will be gravel. And here I will paint some dirt. And the rest over here will have concrete. Alright, that's done. It is time to put in the fences and the hedges to divide the areas. I think it is best for our safety to place a fence around the arable fields because, yes, some of you know my driving skills. And let's place a hedge around the fruit and vegetable garden. It will give it a way more natural look too. We are going to divide the pig farm from the driveway, so we will place a gate over here. And here too, but first we have to level the ground a bit more, so there we go. And now the fun part begins, because we love to make the farm look natural. So we are going to place trees, bushes and meadows. This is how the farm transforms in the beautiful farm we end up with. So let's do this and enjoy. Now we got the trees in, so it is time to place grass, flowers and bushes around the buildings and on the painted grass areas. Guys, are you ready for the result? Well, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Isn't it beautiful? Now here is a farm build video where we made this amazing American farm in the deepest hole possible. You can click it right here. Look at this view, it's beautiful. Oh my God, no!